This is the Belgian city of Antwerp, home to over 500,000 people. With its quaint architecture and cobbled streets, it's long been a powerful magnet to tourists who are attracted by the diamond and fashion scene here in particular. Antwerp's port is also one of the biggest in the world. In 1920, this city hosted the Summer Olympic Games, which were the first to be held after World War I. The Olympic Stadium hosted a range of events, from equestrian to tug-of-war. It was rebuilt in the year 2000, and today it's being used by local football team KFCO Beerschot Wilrijk. The club has an illustrious history, but they currently play in Belgium's third tier. Nevertheless, they regularly fill this 12,000 capacity stadium. The club's historian is Danny Gertz.
It's a prestigious stadium. There's only one Olympic stadium in Belgium, and it's here in Antwerp, the Beerschot Stadium. If you look back at newspapers or magazines from the 1920s, you'll see that the Olympic Stadium was first known as the Beerschot Stadium. A year after the Games, we secured our first title at this venue. We played home games in front of 20 to 25,000 spectators, which was a lot for the day. It was always full, and it's been the home of our successes.
Founded in 1899 as Beerschot Athletic Club, the team won 7 league titles in the 1920s and 30s. In later years, they played fixtures against the world's elite, including a Santos side led by Pelé. They won the Belgium Cup twice in the 1970s and competed in Europe for several seasons.
Everyone in Belgium wanted to play for Beerschot because they were considered the best team. They were the champions and had won several titles. Beerschot were the standout club. But when football began to expand and become more international, Beerschot couldn't compete.
Unable to challenge the richer clubs, Beerschot turned to their academy in an attempt to produce their own stars. They developed a partnership with Dutch giants Ajax. 5 current Belgium internationals graduated from the youth ranks here. Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld and Moussa Dembele played for Beerschot. And now they're starring for Tottenham Hotspur in the English Premier League. Other current Belgian internationals, Raja Nainggolan and Thomas Vermaelen, also attended the academy, which has been overseen by Magno since 1999.
From the very start, you could see these players had exceptional qualities. Technically, they were very strong. Take Moussa Dembele, for example. He was so composed on the ball. But also players like Jan Vertonghen were great with their feet. Thomas Vermaelen as well. Toby Alderweireld left for Ajax at 15. He wasn't necessarily exceptional in anything specific, but he was a great all-rounder, and he had lots of good qualities.
Current Beerschot number 19, Mohammed Masood, was in the youth team alongside some of the club's now famous alumni.
I think they were definitely always among the best players. There were also other players who were just as talented, but who couldn't make it to the top for one reason or another. I think that at Beerschot, we experienced the perfect education to prepare ourselves for a professional career. I had an opportunity to lead the club at an early age, like some of the other players. But I always chose to continue at Beerschot and reach the top of the team, which I succeeded in doing.
Despite the success of the academy, Beerschot's financial difficulties worsened. At the start of May 2013, they were competing in Belgium's top tier. But by the end of the month, they were declared bankrupt for the second time in their history. They lost their professional license and the team folded. Determined to honour Beerschot's motto of Tene quod bene, or keep what is good, the fans rallied to save the club. They organised a merger with local side Wilrijk and put up their own money to get the team off the ground. KFCO Beerschot Wilrijk started life in Belgium's lowest professional division, but they've achieved 3 promotions in as many years. At the start of this season, legendary manager Mark Bryce returned for his 3rd spell at the club. Born and raised in Antwerp, Bryce guided the side to their last major trophy back in 2005, when they beat Club Brugge in the Belgian Cup final. Not only has Bryce brought his tactical nous to the club, he's also helped to restore a sense of team spirit. Beerschot have enjoyed an unbeaten start to this season.
In 5 years' time, we should definitely be playing in the top division. Our target now is to gradually make our way up to the 2nd division and then the 1st. If we are talking more long-term, in 10 years, I think the club's goal should be to become a stable team in the top tier, who can give the big sides a hard time on their day. It's a tough task, but very achievable. With a little more progress, I think we could produce remarkable results against the big sides, either in the league or in the cup.
When Transworld Sport was in town, KFCO Beerschot Wilrijk faced a tricky away match against league rivals KSK Heist. It was arguably Beerschot's toughest fixture of the season so far, but Bryce was optimistic.
They will play an offensive game and try to outdo us, but it will be our task to neutralise that and play to our strengths. In particular, we need to get the ball on the ground. We need to pass the ball about quickly and efficiently and make plenty of movement off the ball. And from there, we'll need to make runs in behind to get ourselves into positions to create goal-scoring opportunities.
Beerschot played in their yellow and blue away strip. After some final instructions from Bryce, the players were determined to put in a strong performance. Following a nervy start, which included some rash challenges from both sides, Beerschot began to dominate the play with some neat interchanges. However, a goal proved elusive until the 77th minute. A long ball from the back fell to Beerschot's Simon Vermaelen, and the 25-year-old striker planted an exquisite chip into the net, to the delight of the travelling fans. The goal was enough for Beerschot to claim all 3 points and top spot in the league as they continue their quest to return to the upper echelons of Belgian football.